What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope you guys are doing well out there on this chilly Wednesday. I'm doing pretty good myself. I come across this particular story right here that actually happened in Indianapolis, not far away from where I live at, a couple hours or so. And it's about this co-worker who shot a young minister. You understand? And words can't express just how messed up this particular situation is. What we're going to do is just check out the video. It's about a couple minutes long, and then we'll get into the commentary.
And Barr is accused of murdering his co-worker. It happened earlier this week on the east side. Fox 59's Jesse Wells spoke with family and friends of the victim who are still looking for answers even after an arrest.
The victim had only recently started working at this business behind me before being killed. His friends and family are relieved an arrest has been made, but they still don't understand why the killing took place.
Inside this insulation factory Wednesday night, a 42-year-old employee, Justin Laster, was gunned down on the job.
We are very hurt because we know Justin, he's not a violent person.
As a young man, Laster served in the Marines. More recently, he worked for Indigo before being hired at PSC Industries, working hard to try and raise 3 young boys.
He was at work when this happened, and he was at work trying to provide, making ends meet for his sons.
And he raised his kids. He did the best he could, and here his life is cut down so short, so fast, with so little reasoning.
Donnell Howard is the pastor at this church on Hovey, where Laster served as a minister. After being arrested, the accused killer, Jacob Spivey Martin, allegedly told police he shot Laster simply because he got bad vibes from him.
It's just senseless. We just want to know, why. We just want to get some answers.
According to court records, several employees claim the suspect had mental issues. One witness told police Jacob wasn't all there and would often mumble, bust out laughing for no reason, and would speak about demons. The IMPD detective noted, "I asked if Spivey feels bad for taking Justin's life, and he stated, 'I want to.'"
That's a mental health issue. We're going to have to face those issues head on if we're going to really adequately deal with the violence inside of this city.
The suspect will be held without bond until formal murder charges are filed. That decision is ultimately up to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
Wow. You guys heard that. Everything in this day and age is all about mental health issues. Well, let me tell you something. This was not a mental health issue. Well, let me just put it like this. Demons are causing mental health issues. Let's just say that. We got to compromise on this particular thing. But for everyone that's always just willing to write these particular things off as mental health issues may suffer from mental health themselves, because what they want to do is actually try to basically refuse or just blot out the fact that there are evil spirits floating in the air, inhabiting those who engage in drugs, excessive use of alcohol, and or anything else. You understand? That's causing them to do these things. They're opening up the portal of their soul for these things to come in. Now, this guy, Jacob Spivey, I think that was his name. He talked about demons and he's laughing out. And then you got the workplace. Let's talk about the workplace. First of all, I'm going to say condolences to the family. I know this has to be, one of these situations to the point to where you just, you're just heartbroken and everything else. Devastating, But the workplace, I hold personally responsible because, as we said, as the video said that, a witness said that this person would talk about demons, bust out laughing, and he wasn't all there. I'm sure that the workplace was aware of this guy. You know, what they were supposed to do is basically go and get him some kind of scientific help, which more than likely still wouldn't have worked, you know, simply because they was dealing with the supernatural. All right. They should have addressed the situation. And then you got this guy, Spivey, you know, talking about the pastor gave him bad vibes. And he's the one all tattooed up and every damn thing else. Acting crazy on the job. A whole legion of fucking riders within him he's carrying around. Could that particular feeling that he was getting from that pastor been the Holy Spirit and demons hate that? Who knows? I don't know. But as we know, we're going to get into this story and dissect it. And I'm going to show you guys something when it's all, you know, when we're done with this article. As we know, it says here, Indy man accused of murdering co-worker on the job in deadly case of workplace violence. All right. Indianapolis is where this happened. And in Indianapolis, man is behind bars accused of murdering a co-worker in an East Side deadly shooting on Wednesday. Around 7 p.m. Wednesday, officers were sent to the 6,700 block of East 32nd Street on a report of a person shot. IMPD found Lester with a gunshot wound. Emergency teams responded and pronounced him deceased on scene. According to IMPD, homicide detectives identified and arrested Jacob Spivey Martin on Thursday in connection with the death of 42-year-old Justin Lester. The victim had only recently started working at the insulation factory when he was gunned down on the job. We are very hurt because we know Justin is not a violent person, said the victim's god sister Latasha Wooden. And that was the lady with the, you know, the wolfen-like hat on, you know. This is messed up, man. But to continue, as a young man, Lester served in the Marines. More recently, he worked for Indigo before being hired at PSC Industries, working hard to try to raise 3 young boys. You know, he was at work when this happened. He was just trying to make ends meet to take care of his sons, Wooden said. I mean, he raised his kids and he did the best he could, and his life was cut down so fast with so little reason, said Donnell Howard. Donnell Howard is the pastor of the Halvey Street Church of Christ, where Lester served as a minister. After being arrested, the accused killer Jacob Spivey Martin allegedly told police he shot Lester simply because he got bad vibes from him. It's just senseless. We just want to know why. We want to get some answers, said Wooden. Well, Wooden, Miss Wooden, wow. Man, I really feel bad for you guys. This is really messed up, but the answers are that evil young man that did this heinous crime right here to your loved one, he was possessed with spirits. And I'm going to say that. I'm not going to write everything off as mental illness, okay? There are a lot of crazy things going on, and there are spirits is floating around in the air, and they are getting into people, and they're causing them to do stuff like this, leaving them, senseless. And then some of them stay in them, and like with this Jacob Spivey Martin, what he said, he don't care. He does not care that he took this man's life. That's demonic. He took this man's life basically for nothing. Okay. To continue, according to court records, several employees claim the suspect had mental issues. One witness told police Jake wasn't all there and would often mumble, bust out laughing for no reason and would speak about demons. See, Jake was telling y'all right there, he was possessed. He was telling y'all, he was saying that right there, that nobody did a damn thing at that job. Sue that company. It's liable for your loved one's death. That's just the way I look at this, you know. To continue, the suspect's girlfriend also told police he suffered from schizophrenia and doesn't take medication. Here's another name for being possessed: schizophrenia. Okay? Bipolarism. All those little phrases and terms, I can assure you that these psychologists and what have you, they know what's behind these mind-altering states. You see what I mean? And I'm telling you, it's demonics. And when he put them on these messed up medicines and stuff like that, all it does is like damper the intellect from those demonics to actually be able to control. That's what it all boils down to. Okay. Now, in conclusion, here it says here, IMPD detective noted at the end of the interview, I asked if Spivey feels bad for taking Justin's life, and he stated, I wanted to. He said, I want to. He said, I want to feel bad, in other words. That's a mental health issue, and we're going to have to face those issues if we want to deal with violence inside of this city, said Howard. Howard points out his church, where Lester used to serve, is working to renovate a facility on East 42nd Street that will serve as resource center for people in need. The Dare to Dream campaign is designed to promote public safety, but the church needs the public's help to make that happen. As for the suspect, he will be held without bond until formal charges are filed by the prosecutor's office. Okay? This is my thing right here. Let me show you guys something. Hang on. What I'm saying is this. If a person, let's take for example a person that will get behind the wheel of a car sloppy drunk. Okay? Sloppy drunk, I'm telling you. He knows that he's taking responsibility in his own hands, that he may go out here and wreck and tear up somebody's house or car, drive up in somebody else, kill them, whatever. He's responsible for it. And I'll say the same thing for those who will go and get on drugs, open up the intellect of their soul. You understand what I mean? For these particular things right here to enter and take over, take the wheel. Okay? See, this is what nobody's talking about. This is what these things right here are what people want to just write off as mental illness. These things right here can cause mental illness if you don't get help. And when I say help, I'm not talking about scientific help. I'm talking about help from the Most High himself. And a lot of times those helps might come in with Linda Blair shit. You know what I mean? Exorcisms. You see? This particular picture right here was taken probably about a couple winters ago across the street. It's my neighbor's house. And as you can see, this prominent one right here. Now there's this one right here. And this one right here. Now they're all over the place. Now I don't know if these are good or if they are bad, but this is my point. They are floating around in the air, good and bad. You understand? And I happened to look over there and I saw him. I saw him just sitting there looking, And this one right here, he's looking, back over in my direction, with his mouth open. He looked like he was saying something. I don't know what. But the thing is this. This is what's actually taking place. People don't understand that, and this is serious. So here's my warning to the brothers and sisters, that's out here. Be careful of your surroundings. If you work around people that just seem to be off, you may want to, if you report that person into that office, that place, don't do anything about it. Go find another job. Get away from it. When you're out in the grocery stores, be aware of your surroundings. Because you see, this what happened to this young man, Mr. Laster. You know, I mean, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. You know, now his sons, you know, his 3 sons, you know, minus his father, minus their father, you know? And eventually, this Jacob Spivey Martin, well, he's going to prison, you know, and more than likely, he'll never get the particular special help that he needs, you know? Stay in prayer. Make sure that you never open up the doors of your intellectual, soul to where anything like this can enter the threshold of your spiritual being, because you won't be strong enough to fight it off. And the only way to do that, you know what I'm saying, is to stay in prayer. I don't know why this happened to Mr. Lester. I don't know. You know, it's one of those situations. I just don't know, because I know somebody might say, well, he was a Baptist. He was a minister. This happened to him. Yeah, it did. You know, I don't know why. I'm not even going to get into specifics on that, because I don't know. But I do know, you know, get as close to the Most High as you possibly can, because as it is said, the word says we're living in perilous times. And I'm telling you, these spirits are behind a lot of these things that are happening, you know. All these are sinister. You know, well, I'm not calling these particular ones sinister, because I don't know. You know, but there are sinister spirits out here, you know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this story. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, your views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is the reason why I always say this at the end of the videos, because of this kind of stuff right here. Y'all see this particular one, and the rest of them looking out, you know. They're watching us. And a lot of them are actually looking to see who they may devour, like the devil does. Okay? Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.